Okay. Good. What do you have now? Open up.
Stop your fighting.
Okay.
Voila.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do you got? 7 set? 8 set?
For what?
Well, which set could you get 8 of? Oh,
I have 9 for the
you have
last set.
9. Which one did I forget? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I forgot the earring, I think. Okay. And you have that one, that one. Mm-hmm. Well, one thing you could try to get is definitely the pink holy cup, right? Because that one can start getting some flames.
Yeah, I have a group that we're going to go to Chaos Pink Beam with tonight before reset.
Okay. I think it might be... I think that might be a shared drop, though. Is there like a bunch of other people who need the drop?
No, just me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, should be fine then. Sure. As soon as they don't accidentally loot it. You'd want to be at the point where you can solo it, though, but he can be a bit annoying, so it's fine to go with a
I
group, I
tried
guess.
to solo 2 days ago, and I got him onto, I think, the second last body, and then I died out. I just need to learn the mechanics better.
Yeah, the main thing in the beginning is that you just don't pass the... So the statues on the side are in the... are like on a pedestal, and in the middle of the pedestal there's like a big gem. And as long as you stay behind the gems, the statues to the inside of the statue that you're standing on basically can't do anything. If you stand too close to them, they'll start doing DR and stuff.
Yeah, that's for normal Pink Beam too, right?
Yeah, that's for normal pink bean as well. And then the last guy is just like 3 bodies. And the one thing is though that the statue in the middle can do DR without you even seeing that she did the animation on the statue. That one can kill you. Yeah, if you don't kill it very fast, it can kill you once or twice. The other main thing is probably that like Pink Bean himself can do DR as well. That can kill you. But I would definitely advise to make your maybe put your damage on Blade and put your own skills on Transparent as much as possible so you can see what's going on. And so hopefully you can see the DR coming in as soon as possible and can respond in time.
Yeah, I learned the blade effects thing when I disconnected at KS Zacom when I used my Blade Tempest and Blade Tornado, and my screen like completely
Yeah,
died.
you can't see anything, yeah. Yeah, like because the DR on Pink Bean is pretty slow, so you have some time to respond. Do you have like a bunch of all cures to use?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because that's very useful. Yeah, the only thing that should really be killing you is like the statue in the top middle when it like activates, and that's gonna be the annoying one. That's gonna fuck with you. You could just pop into DR without even a visual announcement.
Yeah, I think that's what was killing me the first time I tried it. Yeah. The middle statue kept killing me. Just randomly.
Basically, what will happen is the DR will be in effect before you even see it, and then it'll happen. It'll like happen again, and then you're dead, and then you see the animation finish, and then you see the DR effect over the statue, and yeah.
Oh, one second.
There's a battle going on in the background.
Yeah, I forgot that.
All right. Sorry about that.
Everyone streaming is having a grand old time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see what you've got as far as everything else goes.
So I have these things to 15 stars because I'm gonna 16 star them, and then safeguard them to 17 stars.
Yeah.
And then this one, I NPC'd my 15-star glove.
Did you realize? Did you realize
I
after you
logged
out?
Morning.
Yeah.
So I had to remake it.
Okay, that's kind of painful.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a Pencilier still?
No, it was an Absolab. So I
Oh,
15
ouch.
started this one instead. I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing that. Not
Yikes.
again.
That's unfortunate. Okay.
I have this that'll go into the CRA weapon.
Are you close to that or?
Yeah, I need like 4 more emblems.
Okay.
And then the rest of my stuff is kind of crap.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. So your priority is your weapon, your secondary, and your emblem. Of course, your weapon you're not going too hard on because you're going to be transferring over.
Yeah, my secondary is all right. I just need to get 2 more stars on it and then fix the potential.
Is that a transpose one?
No.
Okay. I guess that's fine for now until you go like super high. Well, if you're gonna commit like a lot of money, you might want to. Well, transposing is pretty min max. I think it's like 10 all stat, I think, and like 8 weapon and magic attack. So it's not like the end of the world if you don't have a transpose. It's just a little bit of extra when you're like committing for endgame, basically.
Yeah.
What's your potential on your emblem looking like? Okay, well that's definitely good enough for unique. Could be working on gradually getting everything to epic. Oh, what is that? One ring there on the bottom you've got there.
Oh, the cross ring?
Yeah, I want to replace that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna replace this with event ring and then this one with an event ring.
So you're getting a chaos ring and then
Either Cosmos or Vengeful. I think they're both the same, right?
yeah, they're about the
Stat
same.
wise.
Yep. Okay. And then the weapon is gonna come in. You have the belt there. You have the eye on the face. And then you're working on your glove, and then potential there. So, probably gonna be working on getting everything to epic and 6% main stat for now.
Mm-hmm.
That isn't yet. And then gonna put up a general order of progression on your flames.
Yeah.
So the Tyrant Cape is one that often gets overlooked that can get a very good flame. You can go pretty high there. Probably want to aim for like 70 to 80 value. Or flame score.
Like
whatever.
on my main stat?
Yeah, so the flame score, so any combination of your stats that give you damage.
Oh, okay.
Typically main stat or main stat plus all stat combining to be high enough. And you're a dual blade, so the percentage of all stat actually scales very well for you because you have 2 secondary stats. So that is something to keep in mind.
Okay.
In general, percentage of all stat is very nice for you. Let's see. What are your shoes? Do you think you're going to be switching those into Absolab soon as well, or?
Yeah, this is the next item I'm going for Absolab.
I see. Okay, so well, you don't want to invest too much for sure. What's the potential looking like on your CRA stuff?
Poop. This one's 9% luck. This one's 6% luck.
Yeah, but with a 3% all stat, so that's good enough for now as well. You got 60 flame, or what are the flames on the other ones? 70.
This one is
40 and 5. Okay, that's cool. That's over 80. That's good.
This one's 76.
That's 76. Okay, that's pretty good. And your what's your eye and your face? Eye face. Earring flame.
This
50.
one's 51 luck.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
This one's not so great.
24. That one can definitely do better. And the earring and the belt.
The belt is.
Okay, definitely. You're gonna be keeping this, right?
Belt I got. Yeah, this is the first belt I got.
Oh, it's just the first one. Okay. Oh, if you go Chaos, if you're gonna go Chaos Pink Bean anyway for the cup, then you might as well wait and see what the other one is. If the other one's better, then you don't want to waste anything.
And then my earrings, 20 luck, 3% all stat.
It's not the worst, but definitely could be better. So you want to get that to tier up. Are you gonna be working on the Monster Parker medal on this one?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure how necessary it is because IED comes in Dual Blades kit quite easily. If you
Yeah,
look
my
at,
ID is 66, but all my skills. Where's the bossing skill?
yeah, Phantom Blow is an extra 30. I think Blade Fury has another 20, I think.
Yep.
And then Asura has 100% on it. And Blade Tempest, I think, also has 100% on it.
Yeah.
And I think Blades of Destiny, I think, has extra. I'm not
30.
sure.
Yep.
Yeah, an extra 30. And Blade
This one
Tornado.
doesn't have anything.
No, it does. Also
Oh,
100.
it does?
Also
Oh, okay.
additional
Yeah, yeah.
monster
For
defense
spinning attack
100.
and typhoon.
Yeah, so that's
Right.
why your IED is almost unimportant. But it'll still be nice. And since you're at 66, yeah, probably want to start working towards that. You'll get a little bit more once you get your Absolute set complete and everything. What do you got there? 510, 610, 6. Wow, my launcher just loaded on my laptop after like 20 minutes of not doing anything. Pog. Okay. Yeah, so your trifecta is like your weapon, your secondary, and your emblem. So you're definitely going to
Yeah.
be investing in your weapon once you get that. You're mainly going to
Yep.
be focusing on just attack mainly. If you get a line of boss damage, then that could be pretty good. And then if you're going for legendary there, then you might as well go for legendary on your emblem as well. Probably aim for just for 21% attack, like 12 and 9. And if you
Yeah.
get but probably go for for the 6% stat on everything else first. And then some flames. Oh wait, Mechanator Pendant can get a decent flame too, right? What is that one at? Oh, that one got 60.
61 left.
Oh yeah, you talked about that one. I guess you can Star Force that, but I wouldn't go too crazy on Star Force. Maybe go
No,
for like
I use only Star Force things like 10 or 12.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, 10 or 12 is fine. And then you're gonna be working on your belt after you get the thing. You're gonna get the cup. And then it's gonna be about flaming the cup, honestly, because the cup flame you're gonna have at the same level as your CRA gear and as your Tyrant gear. So between your cape and your cup, those are gonna be receiving some flames, but probably more so on your cup than on your cape because you're eventually gonna be replacing that one with the Absolab as well, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, you have 40 with some other stats. Maybe that can even be a decent placeholder. But definitely go for the high flame on the Pink Holy Cup. That's going to help you a lot. Once you get a decent flame, if you can get a second cup, then you can just have that one to throw your flames on until you get something really nice.
Yeah, it's weird. My Aaron gets like cups almost every other pink bean run, but this one's done pink bean 3 times, and I just got the belt yesterday.
I guess it's maybe too low of a sample size. You could just be a little bit unlucky, and then
Maybe.
you can also get potential in your heart, by the way, and
Yeah.
it's pretty low
I was
tier,
actually
but
going to do that.
okay.
I have a whole bunch of potential scrolls.
Ah, there you go. Other than that, probably just like Master Craftsman your way to epic, I guess, on most of your stuff. And then after that's done, once your weapon and your secondary and your emblem are like settled in legendary, the next main thing that gives you a lot of damage is getting legendary on your gloves and getting high crit damage there. Because so you have the ability to get 8%
That's what I was
crit.
gonna ask you about. Is like I hear a whole bunch of people talking about dual bladers getting crit on their stuff, but I can't recall me seeing crit on anything that I've ever.
Oh, they're
potential.
probably talking about critical rate in general because you also have if you use you have like a decoy skill that you have on delete.
Yeah.
And then if it gets hit by something, then your next skills in the next 5 seconds or something, they all crit.
Oh, okay.
So they're probably talking about critical rate because then if you have 100% critical rate all the time, because that thing gets hit all the time, then you don't need to build up your critical rate to get very high. But there's always a little bit of an ongoing debate. Like, but what if you're in a scenario where you can't get that thing to hit, and then if you're just stuck on like 50 or 60% critical rate, then your damage tanks like crazy. So that's why you probably still want to have your critical rate be pretty high.
That makes sense.
But for the gloves, it's critical damage, and the glove is the only item in the game that can get critical damage as a potential, which is a great stat because there's very limited sources on it. So that's why you would want to get that. But that's only in Legendary, and you probably want to aim for 1 line of critical damage and 1 line of stat with that as like an initial thing, and then you probably want to work on getting everything to unique after that. Come back to the general road of progression. And then once you have all of that done, you're probably gonna want to look at getting like hard lux and maybe Helux done, and then actually moving into Gollux.
Yeah, I can do normal Gollux, except screwed me over today and wouldn't let me attack or jump.
Oh, because
So
of,
to, like,
because of the
die.
portal, or
yeah.
That bug is apparently still there. Yeah.
So get this to Legendary.
Well, so first I would save up because you want to go big on your weapon first.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, so big on the weapon. Then get 6% luck on anything, and remember that percentage all stat is very good for you. Count it as 3, but it's you'd rather have 3% all than 3% luck, like by quite a bit. It's quite a lot better.
All right.
After all of that, well, you're gonna have the cup. You're gonna have some flames there. You're going for the other ring, so that ring is gonna be upgraded too.
Yeah.
So there's 2 more rings. So those are all gonna get up to epic and at least 6% stat. And once all of that is settled, then the emblem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then fixing the pot on your secondary, or at least getting 2 useful lines on both your emblem and your secondary.
Okay.
And yeah, and that's gonna occupy you for now probably.
Perfect.
And then and then you can commit more to whatever belt you got in the meantime, and you can get some potential in your heart and that kind of stuff. And then you're going to be looking at killing harder difficulties of Gollux, and then after that getting your CRA to unique. You probably want to keep your CRA at unique for a while, just roll with Master Craftsman cubes, because it's easier to get 2 line stat on unique than on legendary, because there's way more junk lines in legendary. Yeah, so don't tier up to legendary too fast thinking it's like easy stats, because for CRA it's actually the opposite. It's easier on unique to get good stats.
All right.
And I think that'll help you out. I mean, keep working on the dailies, of course, and on the nodes. That's gonna make your damage go up a lot.
Yeah, my nodes are 7 and 6 right now.
Your symbols, yeah.
Or symbols, yes.
That's good. Oh yeah, and the flame on your glove will be able to get pretty high as well, of course, once you get Absolep stuff. Oh yeah, and flaming your weapon, that's another thing, right? So you probably want to aim for either tier 5 attack and then with some boss damage, or a tier 6 attack with damage and or boss damage. But generally you want to aim for tier 6 with something with that when you're in your position.
All right.
So that might cost quite some flames, and there's no flame event or anything, so yeah.
I usually just get them from bossing.
Yeah, exactly. Although drop rate now is kind of bad because of no spiders helping us out. Oh, they left us. Pepe hands, dude.
I'm glad I got a picture of my spider before it got deleted.
You've got it like by your bedside. Oh, it's like somebody should post this one on Reddit where it's like like Wolverine, and he caresses like the picture frame, and it's like a picture of this picture of the spider familiar in there. He remembers the good old day.
Or the Nickelback song where they show the photograph.
Oh yeah. Look at this graph. Yeah, it's got like a spider in it. Yeah. Yeah, if you get any arcane symbol selector coupons and stuff like those from the boxes, I try to keep those as symbols until if you can like try to push out for 220 so you can get a head start on Lachaline. That'll probably be very helpful for you.
All right.
Because typically the early start with Dream Defender is a little bit rough, and you can only get 4 extra from the monster kills. So Lachaline starts up very rough, like compared to Arcana, which you pretty much you can get 18 symbols from day 1 at the gate. With Lachaline, you usually start with like 6 or 7. It's quite different.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. You can build up to 8, 9 pretty quickly, but it's still quite a bit lower. But we'll get to... But yo, you saw the Dream Defender I did, right? You
Yeah, I
probably
saw
heard
the
me
video.
explain it a bunch of times. But yeah, you shouldn't have any problem once you get to Dream Defender, at least on day 1, to get to like floor 40 or maybe even 50 if you're absolute by then. If you get your weapon in order, yeah, just remember that they are considered boss monsters, so boss damage does help quite a bit there. And maybe for the first time, use some extra buffs, some extra half-hour buffs to get you as far as possible. So you can clear up to, even if you could only clear up to like 30 something the first time, maybe when you go in, you can clear 30 to 40 with your second entry, and maybe even 40 to 50 on your third entry. It's kind of tricky because you have to keep cycling through all your cooldowns, but for you, it shouldn't be too hard because you can use your tornadoes and your Asura blade and whatever the fuck. You can keep cycling between those, so you always have something that's up that can help you burst down the minions, and your skills hit all of the stuff as well. They kill the minions immediately, so they stop corrupting. Yeah, exactly. So that should help you with Dream Defender quite a bit. And yeah, long term, make sure you keep in have the long term vision for your inner ability, right? That'll be pretty useful.
Yeah, I tried the inner ability.
Because you have unique, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I used like 12 circulators and it didn't work, so I'll save
That's
up more.
unlucky. They have a pretty good chance of getting you up to legendary, but yeah, they can be a little bit annoying sometimes. All right. Anything in particular you're still wondering about?
One thing, this thing right here. So I have this one. No,
Mm-hmm.
this one is this one has 3 of the ones I need,
Mm-hmm.
and this one has 2 of them. But this one maybe.
I think they'll have 3. I think people do the wait, if you check the top left one, that first one, whatever it's called. No, the boost notes are, yeah. The
Yeah.
Phantom Blow, and then the one to the right, the Blade Fury, and then the Asura. I think that's one. And then the other one is Blade Clone, and I think Sudden Raid, and I think the up jump that you have on the top right.
Yeah, Blade
Ascension. So I think they're technically all 3, but they're not like together.
Yeah, I've just been leveling these ones just because.
So you would need one more Blade Ascension and Blade Fury, and then the left one, the Phantom Blow. One more with those 3 in it, and then you'll be ready. You'll be done.
Blade Fury, Phantom Blow, and Blade Ascension.
Yeah. So anyone that starts with either Blade Ascension or Phantom Blow, I guess.
Yeah, I'll look out for that then.
Because you already have one that starts with Phantom with Blade Fury.
So the top one is the one that starts, right? The one that gets enhanced.
Yeah. Well, they all get. The one in general is the one that gets enhanced. So all 3 get enhanced, no matter which one you throw into it. But the one you throw into it has to start with the same top skill as the one you want to enhance.
Oh, okay. So this isn't too good that these are both at the top. Blade clone.
It could be if both of them also had Phantom Blow in it, then it could be. But Blade Fury is like exclusively for mobbing, right? And the Sura is for kind of for both.
Yeah.
And then
so Phantom. I'll look into getting Phantom Blow more.
Phantom Blow is specifically also. So if you have anything that starts with any of those 6 skills, you just keep all of them, and maybe you just reorganize which ones you put on which boost node. But for now, you can keep this, because as long as you keep the same top skill as the ones you have now, you can use them as boost nodes for other nodes, and then you can just retain the full experience on them, so you'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you have to disassemble them, you get very little back. But if you keep the same top skill, then you're good.
Oh, okay. So if I got like a better node for here and put this one into the better node, this
yeah, if you had like Asura and then Phantom Blow and then Blade Clone, and then you had, for example, a Sudden Raid with with Blade Ascension and Blade Fury, for example.
Yeah.
You could use the ones you have now. If you have like the perfect set, but you have all four, but as long as they have the same top skill, you can use them as boost nodes in the other ones, and then just retain all the EXP that they have for now. Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. That's what I was worried about. That
Yeah.
I'm leveling these up, but I don't want to like just throw them away if I find better ones.
Yeah, it's possible that you have to disassemble. If they're only level 3 or 4, it's not too bad. But if you have to start disassembling like level 14 or 15, it gets quite painful because the shards you get back are it's very bad. It's like 1/7 efficiency or something. It's really shitty.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, keep opening boost nodes, I guess.
That's the plan.
Yep. Or nodes in general. And hope you get boost nodes.
Yeah.
All right. Does that set you on the path for now?
Yes.
All right. Good. Means we
Perfect.
are just in time for Ursus. Amazing.